relax, 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 oh. Relax, 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 oh. Relax, 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 oh. Relax, 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 relax. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Come out throwing here to start the drive. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. He'll drop to throw. That's complete. It's Gordon. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, then maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, well, dry, and now you got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Later, 2.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Here's Carr. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Paul. 23 yards on the play.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
The speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Oh, look at the juke. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Paul. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half in some of these shorter games.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for now. 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep. and make a whole lot of great catches.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Shaq Lawson's one of those guys that after a while you quit just trying to define him by a position. Defensive end, outside linebacker, doesn't matter. He knows how to get upfield and spill some plays.
So disruptive. What makes him so disruptive?
I think it's strength. If you see his upper body, I mean, he's got some strength up there and some really good hands, but he's got some surprising quickness as well to get him upfield.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun!
They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Paul. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A busy first quarter. His third catch of the afternoon is a first down. Now Gordon on first down. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. The clock running here. Under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Shaq Lawson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They'll set up to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to fourth down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This officially a 55-yard attempt. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. And the first play will be a field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On play action, it's Carr. Flushed out right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Chris Jones in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And the pressure gets to him again. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, it's Carr. He's going to fire one deep over into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Looking to throw. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Gun, gun. Gun, gun. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. Paul bringing it in. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On the counter, here's Gordon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They're going to look to throw. Sets up the screen to Gordon. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you can take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that will make our score 9-0. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Carr. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Now, 180. 180. We're good. We're good.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop. They'll look to throw here. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. And the Steelers signal for another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Detroit! Hot!
Back to throw here. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation instead. Tried to get all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long, thought he needed the deep pass, couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Throwing now is Carr. And got his man complete. Give him 30 yards there. First down now, but that clock rolling.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it. And he got it. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
734.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. And that's going to be incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
White.
Check 59. Mike is 59.
Carr to throw again. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead is down to 2. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Trying to get it that time to Stills. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Here we go. Low. Down. 180.
The final shot here before half for Carr. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The Steeler offense now with the football first here to begin the third quarter. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Carr going to throw. Steps away. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Down. You ready? We're good.
On play action. Now Carr. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 14. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. To throw now on first down. Flush to his right. That is incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now back to throw. And Paul has it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Trying to improvise, and that is incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15.
No. Check. Patriot.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So make him 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives have bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and if finally we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Go Chief.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 39. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go play action here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. Incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now Gordon working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And that now makes this a 15-7 game. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays.
And now here is another interception. Desmond King picks it. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. Gordon. Nifty move by Gordon. Past the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 34 yards there and a 1st down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
They run it here with Gordon. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Throwing his car on 3rd down. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Carr now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hey, 734.
Shotgun now for Carr. Drops it off for Coleman. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
93. 93.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Carl Lawson in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Now, 180.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. And this is incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. But they can thank their defense for another stop. And now look at the score, where they've got the football. They're looking pretty good.
They're looking excellent because now you're thinking to yourself, let's just take some time off the clock. work it down, and, of course, you put another touchdown on the board, you pretty much say bye-bye to this one.
Play calling here can be a little bit more conservative because of the lead.
A little bit more conservative. The biggest thing, everyone understands how to get the ball downfield and how to stay in bounds and make sure the clock keeps running.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Carl Lawson in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Carr now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Carr now on first down. On the screen, this is Coleman. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Carr. Flush, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He's going to let it fly. And that one incomplete. Had some position, but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel, no one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that if they have to pump the ball, they've done so with that first run.
Here we go now. 3:19. 3:19.
Another toe for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty.